tour.
I know, it's true.
Come to Chicago.
I know,
come to Miami.
Chicago. Oh man, maybe we should crowdfund a tour.
Yes.
And I just like I just finished the American postcards. Is everyone who in this room donated to the campaign? Thank you. Real quick, you keep raising your hands. You donated truthfully and honestly. All right? Thank you. Thank you. And I appreciate everybody who, maybe can't, but I wanted to say thank you guys for doing that. Because I think it's really easy as like an internet consumer to assume a lot of people are donating or participating in something. And like when we get interviews with people, they're always asking us like, oh wow, like you guys must make like so much money. And sometimes I wonder like, well, if people knew that maybe some of us like really didn't make that much money, would that change whether we were still like aspirational figures in their mind? You know what I mean? Like would it be harder to like, would it be like, oh man, Hannah's the best. Oh, I make more money than Hannah. Wait a minute, she's still the best? You know what I mean? So is it like better to promote this idea of like, oh yeah, like, haha, tippity top. I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys, and I hope you all received your perks. And if you didn't, feel free to raise your hand and be like, I didn't receive it. And let me know, because that's something I really want to know. I see on Tumblr and like stuff like that, people are like, I didn't get my perk. And then I write back like, what perk was it? What do you mean? Tell me. And then they tell me, yeah.
I was wondering, since like you have a well-known web series called Drunk Kitchen, but there's also another girl named La Carmina who actually has like the death cookbook for some reason. And I was wondering, what if you and La Carmina can compete in a cooking challenge?
Ooh, take that down. La Carmina?
What's her name? Her name is La Carmina.
La Carmina.
She actually likes to research everything about Japanese culture, and she has her own little death cookbook, like the Death Note cookbook.
Oh, so there. Very cool.
And La Carmina compete in the cooking challenge.
Oh shit! I love it. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Well, let's open up to questions and answers, eh? Yeah. All right, let's start with you. Do you guys just want to shout, or do you want a microphone?
Yeah, we can shout.
Oh, shout and repeat, or okay, we can do that.
Can I tell you a pun that I made up?
She wants to know if she can tell me a pun that she made up. The answer is yes. Next question. Go ahead, honey.
What is a seal's favorite subject?
What's a seal's favorite subject? Art? Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, that was a really good pun. I'm sorry. Always ask me, somebody's like, can I tell you an idea I had? And they're like, what if we took, and I was like, blah, 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 and they're like, yeah. I'm like, sorry, Dad. Start in the back. Yeah. And you know what? I think
Do you want to?
Are you Colin? Colin, where were you when we started? Colin was late. Colin, you may bring it up.
We gave you a huge shout out.
We gave you a huge shout out. Colin wasn't here. He's all shamed. Colin, we met.
Sorry.
Thank you, Colin. Thank you. Colin, everybody. So cute. I love it. Colin me, baby. Yes, with a cute shoosh.
There's a YouTuber here called Lauren Bird, and she does cooking stuff where she gets a ball iron and she just shoves it in.
Does it waffle? Does it waffle? Take it down. Take that down. Got it. We're nailing it. Will it waffle? Ooh, does she talk about politicians? Oh, the Harry Potter Alliance. Very good. Carrot onesie. Okay. The question is, what's your Hogwarts house? My Hogwarts. So we did this last night, and I've always taken the test just on like Harry Potter quizzes. I hadn't done Pottermore ever, and every single time I took the test online, just a test, I always got Hufflepuff. Oh, I love you. Oh, she's so brave. So I I've always said Hufflepuff, but then I took the Pottermore test, which had like a lot of questions, and then at the end of it, they gave me like all these pick between two questions. Like we all did it, and then at the very end it was like this or this, this or this, this or this, this or this, and it was like dawn or dusk, black or white, blah blah blah. Like yeah. And then anyway, so for the first time, I got my Pottermore result, and it was Gryffindor. Which is cool, but I got really attached to the idea of Hufflepuff. Right? Like in my head, if the sorting hat was on me, I'd be like, please put me in Hufflepuff, that's where all my friends are. And I'd be like, sorry bitch, Gryffindor! Like, those guys are assholes. And in the HP AU fic, that's how I meet Grace and Mamrie, is I get forced into Gryffindor. And they're both in there. Because that totally is exactly kind of how life happened. Gryffindor, yeah. I'm like, let's do Hufflepuff community service. And then the hat's like, you're going to Gryffindor. And then Mamrie and Grace are there like, won't get drunk. They're like the Weasley twins of YouTube. Really, really intense. They what?
The Hufflepuff common room is right next to the kitchen.
Girl, you think I don't know that? All right, here, we gotta go over there, in the beautiful blue. Is that like Tiffios blue, TARDIS blue? What kind of blue? TARDIS blue. That's what I figured. Ooh.
Along those lines, who's your favorite companion? Because I know you're a Doctor Who fan.
I'm my favorite companion. Petition for Hannah to be on Doctor Who. That's like saying be your own best friend. Hashtag, I don't know, you know. River's not a companion, but like, I really could like really be cool with some River song, you know what I mean? Like, really cool. And the Pizza Don shirt.
How jealous of your Grace Mamrie this summer?
Oh, not. I spent this summer, we get like a lot of awesome stuff, and I really kind of want to get back in touch with the channel. You know what I mean? Like, we've had so many awesome things happen. The book, movie, tour, all that really good stuff. And we meet, yeah, it's all really, really awesome. But, like, I kind of want to, like, go back to grassrootsing it a little bit. And so this fall, I'm really hoping to supercharge, like, get back into Harto. Because I feel like Harto kind of got, it took off before I really got a chance to, like, have mind nerd ficteria and, like, do stuff with the Hartosexuals and, like, really we're pouring a lot of energy into, like, Have a Hard Day now and, like, do more of that, you know? And so I'm setting everything up so that this fall, like, between October and December, I can hopefully, / will, be exclusively just working on the channel. Because that's kind of the funny thing about what we do in entertainment is that everybody's like, oh yeah, YouTube is like your platform to launch into this next thing. And that being said, I totally just finished a screenplay that I'm selling, which I'm really excited for you guys to see. If that happens. And this is like a year away. It takes like a long time for everything to happen. But anyway, that being said, like, people always talk about YouTube launching off of that platform, and I'm like, or you have an incredibly engaged, awesome community to evolve within. Anyway, so that's kind of where my headspace has been lately. I'm gonna go there, and then I'll come for you, and then I'll come for you. The girl, sweet headband, but then behind you. Yeah, you, the one who's laughing like me. No one who just touched your hair. No, I'm looking at you still. Yeah, it's still you. Hi.
I was a volunteer at Buffer Festival last year, and I was wondering if there's any chance of you coming back.
I'll have to ask my management.
Who invited us?
Yeah,
We did?
that's, wow. We have to talk. Mommy and Daddy are fighting. Hold on. We turn on the radio and sit in the bedroom. What's up?
What is your OTP?
OTW? Hey, girl. Stinkier. Okay, great. Let's hop back over here. Curly hair.
Do you have any advice for first year of college?
Oh, yeah. First year of college was weird. I mean, it is weird. Second year of college was awesome. You know, people always talk about sophomore slump. I feel like it was like freshman, you know, fucked. And then like sophomore, super saiyan. First year of college. Oh yeah, hannahhart.com/book. You know, actually, there is stuff in the book about it. Oh, you're absolutely right. You're totally right. So Adultolescence Part 2 talks about college and, well, but they have me. They can buy the book. Read Adultolescence has more on it. I'll tell you right now, talking, that don't put that much weight on your freshman year because your freshman year might be your least memorable year of college or like your least significant. Like for me, I really found my own. You're still taking general eds. You're like living in a dorm probably. Like it's good to meet people and it's great, but it's really just like college light. And then in your second year when you're taking like classes towards your major, towards your interests, you'll just suddenly find yourself surrounded with people that you're like, oh shit, like wow, these are like my peeps. So that's my advice to you. Yeah, thank you. You in the cool vest with the galaxy dress.
Oh, okay. How does this convention compare to the other conventions that you go to a lot? Because I know this one you're more of like, you're really one of us, like one of the fans.
One of us. One of us.
Versus like at VidCon and stuff, I know that's a totally different scene. So how are you liking it in comparison?
Phenomenal question. Did everybody hear that? Do you want me to repeat? Repeat? The question is, how does this con, where you're one of us, compare to other conventions which might be like, you know, based off people with like other interests? Like basically, LeakyCon is like for real, and the other cons are great and super great, which they are. You know, in the beginning of the earlier years of VidCon, it was more like LeakyCon in that way, but like I love VidCon and still love VidCon. I even love everything as it grows and changes, and this is all necessary. If something stays the same forever, like LeakyCon will change, you know? And it already has already, but like, you know, there's still, I will change, but there has to be the foundational elements of it that stay the same. This is my first year at LeakyCon, and I really, really enjoy it. Which is really cool because I do feel more connected to like the people that are here as opposed to the other larger scale conventions. I guess that all I want to say is like when you guys see me at those things and you're like, well, I don't know, that's not how I think of Hannah. Don't even worry about it. Just don't even worry about it. I'm just exactly me. Like this is it. You know what I mean? So yeah, if that made any sense. You were waiting patiently behind the Hufflepuff riot, dude. You, yeah.
Okay. Who's someone that you like want to have on My Drunk Kitchen, and what would you make with them?
I really want Patrick Stewart on My Drunk Kitchen.
Yes.
And also Sarah. But I really want Patrick Stewart. Jean-Luc Picard. That would be amazing. Any of the doctors. Maybe I could try and get Matt Smith now. Yeah, I don't know. I really like having like writers and creators as opposed to like actors and actresses. So yeah, we should make a list of like our dream celebrities. That's a great idea. We should do that. Like we should as a community make a list and be like, who do we want to see on My Drunk Kitchen? And then we can like figure out a way to do it. And then we'll tweet at them. Yeah, we'll get them on Twitter. We will. You in the back. Yeah, you with the green thing. You raised your hand. You're in a purple shirt. I don't know how much more I can describe you.
What's like the most questionable like cooking concoction you've ever come up with?
HannahHart.com/book. I mean, that's her. I mean, just. I don't like talking about tour stew.
Yeah.
Sarah was there. Why don't you talk about it?
Did you guys see tour stew?
Yeah.
It was the foulest thing I've ever witnessed. It was Hannah put an ingredient from every stop on tour into a stew into one bucket.
Like as I announced the cities one by one, I put it in the stir. That's stew and tour.
Actually heated it. Like there's no need to heat it because it's, you know.
That's how real My Drunk Kitchen is. There's so much actual cooking that people always like, why are you baking it for 40 minutes? And I'm like, we gotta bake it for 40 minutes. You're like, you're 30 seconds away from finishing the video, just fake it and the video's over. And I'm like,
she put the stew on heat and boiled all of the different ingredients, like coffee grounds, barbecue sauce, beer, like hot dog.
what made it purple? Seriously, if you guys watched the episode, which I don't recommend, because it was so gross. I've never watched it since editing it, and editing it was like gag-worthy.
So bad they threw the pot away.
And I'm like, I lived in a co-op. Like, I had a really hard time throwing away a cooking pot. But we couldn't do anything with it. And God forbid we give it to somebody else. You know? Charity is also like discerning what you should donate.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. You're adorable. Are you Belle next to you? And then, are you Snow? You're Sleeping Beauty. You're Aurora. Yeah, pre-dress. You're so good, right?
So good.
We're like kind of obsessed with Disney. Also.
Who or what did you most recently, like, overly, extremely fangirl over?
Leaky Kong. Yeah, seriously. Yeah. Shit, I feel like something recently happened. Oh, President Barack Obama.
Oh,
Yeah. I met the president last year, and it was really significant and wonderful and powerful. And it was awesome to have. It was like made me have hope for the future. You know what I mean? And I actively try to think positive. Like, actively try to think positive. I actively try to be optimistic. It doesn't just happen. I'm not just like, I'm optimistic. Like, you know, you have to try. But meeting the president, he was so casual and so candid and so honest. Like, you know, he looked tired, and that was good because it meant he was working hard. You know what I mean? Like, I hate when you see propaganda about somebody and it's like, they seem tired. And it's like, yeah, because they're doing their fucking jobs. You know what I mean? Drop the mic. Stand. Back over here. Yes. Yes, you.
If you could go back in time to any time period, what time period would you go back to?
Well, as a gay woman, 2000 and I was asked. One of my best friends is black, and people always like people ask him that. He's like, I don't know. Nowhere in America. So that's a great question. But if you know, just to visit real quick. And whatever gender and race is in the system of power at the time. Geez. I kind of always kind of connected with the idea of chivalry, you know? And so, like, if we could go back to the Middle Ages, Psalms, Plague, you know? I'd be super into that. Like, if it was, like, the fantasy way that we look at the Middle Ages, like, if that actually was how it was, and everybody had dental care. Yeah, like, for real then. Yes, dear. Sarah's 5'10".
Same.
Oh, who do I look up to the most?
Yeah, like who's your inspiration? Who's your biggest inspiration?
Well, right now you. Oh my God. And most of the time, like you guys, I spend a lot of time reverse stalking people. And, you know, like I watch more than I click like on or comment on or, you know, that sort of thing. Just because, like, this might sound weird, but in a weird way, I don't want people to do it for my attention. You know what I mean? So it's like the second you, like, validate it or actualize that attention's been received, it can kind of suck the wind out, you know, pull the wind from your sails or burst a bubble or something like that, or then suddenly it skews what you could potentially be making for you and discovering this like new path for yourself, skews to be like, well, if Hannah liked that one time I did this, and now I'm gonna always do this because I'm trying to get her to like it again. And I don't want that to happen. I just like watching you guys be creative. So trust I'm so much creeping on you all the time. Yes, you right there. Yeah.
Okay, since we have so many Hoovians in here, can you tell that story about when you met Karen?
This was pre-you, wasn't it? Yeah, you don't know. No, I mean this. Okay, so I was at Chris Hardwick's birthday party. And, I know, right? Chris is an amazing man. He is a wonderful human. He's a really great guy. In terms of like real life, like person to person. In terms of meeting Karen Gillan. So here's the stage. Here's the scene. It's Chris Hardwick's birthday. Chris doesn't drink, so it's like a mostly sober party. Except for me and my crew. This is gonna turn out to be a don't drink story. It's karaoke, there's a photo booth, it's really fun, and suddenly Karen Gillan and her mom are there. And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like 2 drinks in, which is like usually where I start to slow down, but then I got nervous, so then I just kept drinking more and more and more. And then I just basically just like was that person that's like always around another person because you're trying to convince them that you're friends. And it was really cool for the most part. It was just a lot less cool than what I thought was happening. And then I left my car and Grace had to drive me home. And then I had to pick up my car the next day. I never heard from Karen Gillan again. That being said, it's fine. But it was really fun. Don't drink and flirt, kids. Like, you know, like, liquor can make you feel uninhibited, but you know when to stop. And just stop. You're like, oh, am I getting a little drunk? Listen to the voice that said that. Don't listen to the guy in the back that's like, you're doing great! Why would you even ask that? That guy is an asshole, and he's out to make you do something stupid and put it on the internet. Yeah. I'll give you a minute to let your camera roll.
Yes, bam, camera, hi.
Hi.
First of all, you mentioned fans being creative. YouTube.com/ScreenQueens is the Holy Trinity.
Screen Queens.
Queens.
Maybe I've seen it. I'm not going to engage. Go ahead.
So my question is, speaking of the Trinity, you should get them to come to LeakyCon because I feel like they would love this place too. Maybe how they
Mostly confused. If you guys want to invite a couple of normies into LeakyCon, I'm more than happy. Mamrie would be like, by the beginning, she'd be like, what's going on? And at the end, she'd be like, Expelliarmus! Like, she did the whole thing. She's like, holding around a kettle, like, being like, I made everybody a drink. Like, Mamrie will commit. She will commit. I'm going to try and make that my personal mission. That'd be really fun. You're right. Yeah. What time is it? Diddly-doo. Oh, you're supposed to be watching the time. It's 2:46. Okay, well, we'll go. I'm only supposed to be here till 2:45, and until someone from LeakyCon takes me away, I'll stay till 3. Huh? 2:55 because I have the aspirants. Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, so when do I have to leave then?
Let's take a picture.
Let's take a picture. 10 minutes? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. All right, 5 minutes of questions. Then I'll turn around. We all do that selfie thing. You on the side. Huh? I don't have a wand. No. Your wand shows you. You can't give your wand away. Accept your destiny. I know that maybe that wand is a little more power and a little more responsibility than you thought, but you have to keep it. What the fuck? Yeah, I'll take it. Alright, if you have a thing, then I really shouldn't be late, so we can do that. Oh, okay, cool. Sounds good. Okay, we're gonna do rapid fire. Go for it.
Do you have any advice for people who want to make YouTube videos?
Do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just fuck around with it. Just do it. Just do it. Do it. Do it. You. Have I ever cosplayed? Oh my god. What type of wand is this?
That's Bellatrix's.
Just kidding. I can't point this at people. It's American. I won't. You.
Rapid fire. I just want to say thank you for being such an inspiration to all these young women, especially my daughter.
You.
And then, sorry.
I have a small obsession with eggs, so like, what is your favorite kind of egg? Like,
You know, recently I've been trying to slow boil, soft boil eggs. Yeah, it's hard. So, I'm currently obsessed with that. Maybe not in a good way. Like, I've seriously been like, ow, start over. Sometimes Go ahead. Will the book be available in England?
Woo!
I'm working on it. Yeah, can you tell English publishers that? Yeah, but I'm working on it. 100,000%. Okay, you. Oh, yes. At my photo booth. Patrick Stewart, guys. Really trying to make this happen. Yeah.
Will the book be available in Australia?
Will the book be available in anywhere in the UK? Really trying to make that happen.
Australia.
You know, global publishing rights are a whole different field. And I'm really trying to make it happen. It's like, when you guys ask, I'm like, right? Go, will it? So I don't have an answer, but I'm working on it, babe. I'm working on it. Okay, slam, with the gold yellow thing around your neck. Lanyard, yeah. Hey, girl. Oh, just wait until my movie comes out. Huh? The movie, I can't tell you the name, because it's so clever. The movie is about, I guess kind of when your comfort zone is holding you back, you know? So it's like, needing to change, but being afraid of things being different. Or needing things to be different, but being afraid to change. So that's what it's about. Slam, slam, slam. Yes? Disney Pixar? Oh. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I cried. I cried like 1,000 times. P.S. If they don't make Elsa gay, I'm gonna... Magic is real! Okay, guys, if you want to do the big group selfie, other than that, I can do the photo booth, and now I gotta go to the ass box. But so the way that we've been doing the group selfies is that if everybody just comes,